Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome home. It's good to be back. So as many of you may be aware, the games industry is kind of on a downward spiral. They're going more and more towards a digital future with digital consoles, games not even wanting to come out on this anymore. Like they're pushing more and more towards the digital era. But we're starting to see stuff like the Xbox 360 marketplace closing down at the end of this month. And then what happens to the games that you don't have access to? They're just gone forever. What happens to the games that are Xbox 360 exclusive? Like, granted, Xbox does have really good backwards compatibility, even up on their modern console, all the way back to the original Xbox. However, every game isn't included on that. PlayStation's starting to work on a PlayStation 3 emulator for the PlayStation 5, but that's also going to be very limited on the scope, and it's only going to be for a certain select games. And then you have situations where they can just pull games off of marketplaces like with Steam. In the next several months, Forza Horizon 4 is going to be pulled from Steam's online marketplace. But you know the one thing they can't take from you? Physical games. It's about time I added to the collection. It's been several months since I really got to add anything. I thought it'd be fun to do a little unboxing. So I ordered this a couple weeks ago. I know it's PlayStation 3 games. I remember some of them, but I don't remember all of them. So it's going to be kind of fresh for both of us. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We'll go over some of these. I'll also be testing them out. I was planning to use one of my backwards compatible PS3s, but I don't want to add any additional wear to the disc drive. So I'm going to use non-backwards compatible PS3 that I have hooked up to my main TV. I'm going to try to do this without even looking at it myself. I don't want to spoil it for me. First up, we got Starhawk. I don't think I've ever even played this game. It's rated T. GeForce X-Play Best of E3 2011 winner. My God, that is a throwback. Best multiplayer at E3. That is crazy. Offline 1 to 2 players, network 2 to 4. This is one that we'll definitely have to check out. I have never played this game. I really don't know anything about it. That's a nice little throwback. So next up, what we got? The Lord of the Rings Aragorns Quest. This is one that I saw. I was like, I really never see these. And it has the PlayStation Move compatibility. I really don't know anything about this game, but my wife and I just finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy. We're going to be taking a look at this. This is one that I was interested in just because of the current relevance in my life. See, it seems to have come with everything. It's got the manual with it. And a couple pack-in add-ons. First ever animated Lord of the Rings movie, so that's why they look like that. This is based off of an animated movie, or at least it was inspired by one. You get a $10 coupon when you buy that. That is crazy. I wonder if this thing's still active. Oh no, it expired all the way back in 2010. Disc is in really good condition. There's a couple little fingerprints, but no scratches or anything. It looks really good. And next up we have, nice, Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition. Voted the best Batman game ever made by Game Informer. This is a very good game. These games are still top notch. I have them on PC already. Surprisingly, I don't have a copy of this. Oh no, what? What? It actually still has the 3D glasses in here? Yo, that is crazy. And they actually look like they're in good condition. I didn't know that it had this. This was not included in the listing. The inside of these game cases was not pictured in the listing. The manual's in really good condition. I hate that it's the red box version, but the fact that it came with those glasses kind of made up for it in my eyes. And the game, oh yeah, the game's in perfect condition. I'm really happy with the seller of these so far. Let's see. And, oh, Battlefield 3, nice. I actually have the limited edition of Battlefield 3, but a base edition is also nice to have. I'm glad it's a black label. The online pass, the manual, and the extra pack-in for EA Gun Club, and a Mass Effect 3 demo ad. It's pretty nice, I guess. It's cool little relics of the past to have. Most games don't even come with a manual anymore. It's cool to see what they used to come with. Unfortunate note, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline servers are going to be taken down November 7th, if I remember correctly, on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So before those shut down, I'd like to have a community event. Stay tuned on Discord and potentially on the YouTube channel. I'll put up some notifications, try to get everyone together so we could play some of those games live, send them off with a real bang. Some of the best games ever, man. It sucks that they're shutting them down. I know it's part of life and they're 2 generations old, but they still have a strong player base. It's unfortunate to see. But more on that in the future. Stay tuned for that. Next up, we got Genji, Days of the Blade. I have not even heard of this game, but the case is in immaculate condition. Like, this is really good, especially this is one of the earlier PlayStation 3 titles that released. You can tell by the spine, or the later games in the PlayStation 3 lineup have the PS3 across the top. Earlier on, it looked like this, and right at the very end of life, after PS4 came out, they actually went to like this style with the blue across the top, kind of like a PlayStation 4 box case. It feels like this game was hardly ever opened. The case still feels really stiff, still really high quality. The game is in really great shape. Got some nice artwork in the box. Cool. I consider that another win. Throughout, I'll probably be putting prices up on screen too. I paid $40 for this. If you include shipping, I paid $60 total. We'll see how well I actually did. Modern Warfare 2, and it's the, oh my god, that is so perfect. I usually hate getting duplicate games. However, my copy of Modern Warfare 2 was broken in shipping when we moved overseas. You could probably see it. It's got a giant crack in the disc. So I'm actually happy that we have a replacement for this. I have the original manual. Looks like this one does too. Sweet. Really nice condition case, nice condition manual. What about the game itself? Oh, yeah, perfect. Really good condition. Alright, next up, Rock Band 2. It was a pack-in game. I don't think this contained any sports games. So, I mean, I guess this is better than a sports game being included. But again, it's a game that I'm probably never going to play. And it looks like no one else ever played this either. Next up, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I actually already have this. This was another one that I'm not necessarily happy that it was in here. But it could be worse. It could be a sports game. The older Assassin's Creed game, I used to actually play these a lot when I was a kid, when these were first coming out. I was really fond of Assassin's Creed up until after Brotherhood. After this, I just got so bored of the repetition. It felt like the same thing over and over. I kind of lost interest in Assassin's Creed. Next up, we have LA Noire. That is a good one. I do not have this for PlayStation 3. I have it for the 360, I believe. Yes, I have this for the 360, so it's nice to have a copy for PS3. Great game. Seems like it's got everything in here, too. These games were in really good condition. Like these discs, almost every one of them is almost perfect. It's got a nice thick book with it too, and it's in color. That's always nice. The attention to detail in all these different books, how different these are. Game companies used to go like that extra little mile, you know? They used to put that extra little touch in here to make these games feel so unique and show the attention to detail and the care. Sucks we don't get anything like that anymore. All right, next up, UFC 09 Undisputed. Probably not going to play this, but it's not a bad pack-in. I mean, I guess technically this is a sports game, but you know. Again, disc is in great condition. Earlier PS3 title. It's always cool to see. Again, we got a little broken clip right here. Not too big of a deal. Still not great for collecting. Final Fantasy 13. I know people love Final Fantasy. I have no experience with any of them, really. Square Enix members product registration card. Receive a special item by registering your copy of Final Fantasy 13 here. Sure, you guys try it. If it hasn't already been taken, let me know in the comments. It's got some nice artwork inside the box. A couple of small scratches. It doesn't look like anything too serious. Other than that, the disc seems to be in good condition. All right, we're about halfway through, I think. Next up, hell yeah, Killzone 2. Classic PlayStation 3 game. God, look at the artwork inside. The disc is in perfect condition. The book got a little bent up, but it's kind of to be expected. That happens a lot more often than not. Nice ad for Infamous, really showing the age of this game. The artwork inside of here is really sick. Next up should be Killzone 3. Early access to the SOCOM 4 multiplayer beta. Details inside. Best of E3 winner. Best shooter, best PS3 game. That's crazy. Man, RIP E3. I wanted to make it to E3 showing so bad. Beautiful artwork inside. Nice colored booklet. I consider that one a win for the collection. I also consider myself stupid for not putting that back in here. Alright, next up we have... Hey, Nothing but dubs. Virtual Tennis 3, this is rough. Somebody actually paid $20 for this at some point. This thing will never be played. But it's in great shape. Great condition. It'll get thrown on the shelf with everything else. It won't be touched. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I already have this game, but I have the steelbook copy. And I already have the insert. So I have the Game of the Year steelbook. I guess it's nice to have the base game as well. Won't complain about it. And we have Resistance. Resistance 2. Very good game. The Resistance series, I love these two. These were so much fun back in the day. It's going to be cool getting to go back and revisit some of these. It kind of gets annoying. I like all my stuff being uniform on the shelf. It does kind of get annoying when the labels kind of switch. You see the more modern era PS3 has a thicker PS3 logo. The retro, the retro ones, the older original, have the small red PS3. To be honest, that's not that big of a deal. The one thing that's more annoying than anything is when it comes to the platinum hits and the greatest hits for the 360 and for the PS3. That just looks terrible on a shelf full of games that are predominantly like this. I hate looking at the red cases. But as far as this game goes, disc is in immaculate condition, of course. Some really cool artwork back behind it. All right, next up we have, we're almost at the end. I think there's only one more after this. The Last of Us. This is one of the things that really got me to go for this this whole bundle on eBay. I wanted a black label Last of Us. I have the Last of Us remaster on PS4. Or I didn't have a base black label edition of this. That's kind of unfortunate. No booklet. I don't know for sure if it came with one. I would assume that it did. Unfortunately, that's not in there, but we still get the nice picture of Ellie and Joel. Absolutely beautiful case. The game, perfect condition, just like the rest of this. This was definitely a really good choice buying from this seller. Oh no, we got a few more games left. Okay, cool. Borderlands, the OG Borderlands. This game, man, I spent way too much time on this when it dropped. Borderlands came up out of nowhere for me and was just an instant hit. I fell in love with the series with this game, and then Borderlands 2 came out, completely revolutionized everything. I hate what they did with Borderlands 3 in so many aspects. I will give them credit. The variants in Borderlands 3 are so cool, but it all started here. This one definitely has a soft spot in my heart. Exclusive free Gearbox Mercenary Weapons Pack while supplies last. Weapon pack available as PlayStation Network download. Internet connection required. Alright, what else we got? Mass Effect 3. I do currently have a copy of, but it's steelbook. The steelbook of this is pretty cool. It was already bent up a little bit when I purchased it. I think I paid like I paid $2.99 for this when I bought it several years ago back in Texas. Case is slightly bent up, but overall good shape. And for $3, I couldn't really pass that up. It is nice to have a perfect condition PS3 base case though. And this one actually includes the manual. I'll probably, oh yeah, your online pass. This is one thing I hated during the PlayStation 3 era. There were so many good games, but the only way to get online was through an online pass, and that's pretty annoying. Oh, no way. So this has the female shepherd on the front. I didn't know that this game had reversible cover art. You could actually put male shepherd on the front. That is sick. That little attention to detail goes so far. This feels like it may actually be the last game. And we have Mass Effect 2. We have almost the entire trilogy. Has a manual, has Dragon Age 2, little promotional card. Mass Effect is a series that I have never really gotten into. I've never really given a chance. We've been talking about that on stream a lot. You guys have been wanting to see that. I will get around to that eventually, especially now that we have these copies. And that is it. Just a little additional packing material. No, thank you. No. What is this? What is this? That is the entire lineup. 20 PlayStation 3 games. I paid $40 for, $60 if you include shipping. I'm going to put the total on screen of what these games are currently estimated to be worth. You guys let me know in the comments. Do you think I did good on this? Would you like to see more of this? Those of you that have been around know I'm much more of a PlayStation fan compared to Xbox, Microsoft. But the way that the Microsoft 360 store is shutting down, and again, the digital age coming our way, I want to boost up my 360 library. So next video in this series will be a 360 unboxing, and we actually have 24 games on the way. All that out the way, I'm going to make sure all these games work. If we have any duds, I'll throw that up on here, let you guys know. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support. We're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely insane to me. And now, I got to figure out how I fit 50 games onto these shelves that are already completely loaded. It looks like all of this is going to have to be rearranged once again. Awesome. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll talk to y'all in the next one.